Yep. Yeah. You already know what it is. Another one. Fresh Sunday. Peace, love, light, and healing. Shalom, shalom. God, rising, however you want me to speak it. My mouth white. I just brushed my teeth. Facebook got the camera in reverse. I don't like that. But still want everybody to get in. Nobody come, that's fine. I'm still do what I do, say what I say. They catch you when they catch you, you feel me? Back in. And y'all, go subscribe to my YouTube channel. So when I be live, I always post these on YouTube. Like, it never fails. Every single live stream goes on YouTube. At, I believe it's the Tribe of Thunder. Don't quote me on that, but I'll figure that out for you. Feel me? I believe it's the Tribe of Thunder. Charge. All right, boom, your boy back. Now, y'all know I keep it short, simple, sweet, and to the point. Do I even have my thing on everybody? Do I got it on my friends? Oh no, it's on the right with it. Right. So the message for the day is get out of God's way. Right. Get out of God's way. Right. That's the message for the day. With the theme being stand still. You feel the message and the theme. So the reason why I give a message is because the message might last you all week. The message might last you 4 months. You feel what I'm saying? The message is gonna last you however long that you in a certain season or whatever. You feel me? So the theme is for as far as the theme, I would say the theme is like a motive. You feel what I'm saying? So the reason why you would Get out of God's way. It's so that you can stand still. You feel what I'm saying? You standing still is getting out of God's way. So the theme, like your action on how to, you know what I'm saying, take part in what I'm giving you. Right? So the message is stay out of God's way. Because now is a time where, I feel like we all on the same, like, I be watching people and people be watching me, so I'm trying to get like a format where I can continue. You feel me? Because I feel like we really Rich be talking. It's an ongoing conversation. You feel me? It's not like, oh, one day I come and talk about random stuff, and the next day I come and talk about something different. No, it's really an ongoing journey. So today you gotta get out of God's way, right? So God is trying to flex for you. If God is trying to flex for you, and you standing in front of God when He flexing, bro, then you're not allowing God to flex for you. God is gonna be flexing on you. No, bro, get out the way. You feel me? Get out the way. Because when God come through swinging, you don't want to get hit, Brody. Like, that's why they say feel the wrath. You understand what I'm saying? The wrath of God. When He comes down, however y'all want to see it, man. Like, whether you a Christian or whatever religion you want to believe, bro. I'm one of the most non-religious people. Like, maybe you say I'm a Christian who just denounce Christianity, I guess, because I say that. Because I read the Bible, but I don't really get all my information from the Bible. I kind of go into the Bible sometimes to see the truth. I done looked in a lot of different religious texts. So the main objective is get out God's way. It's something you want to do so bad, but you know God got a plan for your life, right? And you in your mind, you trying so hard to make it happen, bro. No, bro, you ain't gonna make it happen because you standing in God's way. It's people that's obscuring you. It's people that's on both sides of the problem. You see what I'm saying? So if it's people on both sides of the problem, entities that are trying to get you to come to the right or the left, you feel me? You have to understand, okay, what is God plan for me? Like when I do this myself, does this follow the words of God? Like do this come back green? You feel me saying? If I go through this on my own, will it come back green? Right? So say for instance you tried the first time it came back green, right? Boom. Okay, that worked for me. Tried the second time it came back green, right? Boom, that worked for me. You tried it 25,000 times, right? Every time you do it, it worked for you, right? Boom. So that's how you should keep in your life, bro. Don't let anybody come and convince you that what you're doing does not work because it might not work for them. But that does not mean that your 25,000 green lights is a lie, bro. Just tell them, hey, find a better way for you. Find your own way. You feel me? A lot of times people get upset because they have to figure out how stuff works for them. I don't understand fully. But like I said, we got to get out of God's way, bro, because a lot of us have a reprobate mind, right? So more times than not, what's up, fam? More times than not, you thinking like, okay, I'm doing the right thing, I'm doing the right thing. But you're not asking, hey, God, is this the right thing to do? You feel me? Like, get out the way, bro. Stop thinking. Like, thoughts is more for you to just clarify an idea. You feel me? Thoughts is not really the driving force of your actions. The driving force of your actions is the idea that was given to you, right? So the thoughts are just clarify, like, okay, you think like, did this come from me? Did this come from somewhere else? That's what thoughts do. It help you process information, right? So my homeboy was telling my cousin, he was like basically saying, bro, I'm gonna dissect. I be dissecting things with my mind. I'm like, from my perspective, bro, to dissect something, you have to kill it, right? So this is a question for anybody out there. How can you dissect anything without killing it? You know, on a physical state, as far as a physical statement, how can you dissect something completely without taking the life from it? You feel me? Without draining its energy, without making blood come from it, basically. So I choose not to dissect things so much and overthink. I choose to look at it how it comes. You feel me? And observe. I feel like observation and dissection work hand in hand. But a lot of things don't have to be dissected, bro. Like in order to be understood on a deep level. You don't have to dissect a lot of things. All you have to do is observe, right? So God is trying to get us to be more observant within our own lives and within our own self, because maybe we are dissecting things that God put together for a reason. Think about what I'm telling you. Sometimes we try to dissect things that's already put together, right? So by the time you break it all the way down, right, you're gonna realize that you needed it put together. It's gonna be more beneficial to you all the way together, right? So it's better to sit still, fast, right? Because when you're doing all that only by your own hand, basically what you're telling God is, God, I got it. Watch out, you know what I'm saying? I got it. Let me show you this, God. Yeah, you made me a beast, God. And God, like, bro, I don't care what I made you, bro. I'm telling you, stop. Like, the command was given, not the option. It's a command. Commands and options is two different ideas and concepts. So when God says stand still, I be moving a lot, bro. And every time I go somewhere or do something, God sit me down. Like, I don't know how to explain it, bro. Like, get out God way, whatever you doing in your life, trying to make it happen. If this is for you, first of all, because I didn't even come on here correctly today. Peace, shalom, grand rising. Thank you for joining the vibration, and may this reach everyone who is supposed to reach. And may the Holy Spirit fill me and guide my words. You understand what I'm saying? Let those who have ears hear, let those who have eyes see. Thank you for that. So, back to get out of God's way, right? Sometimes you have impulses, and these impulses are a test to see if you will stand still or react. Understand what I'm saying? Because you always have a chance to think, regardless whether you do it or not. There's always a chance to hear, stop, and think before you respond, react, or do anything with what has been given to you, right? So stand still. A lot of people are gonna say, "Why are you not doing anything? You look like you're doing nothing." But praying, fasting, reading, asking God different questions, it looks like nothing to somebody who can't see. It looks like nothing. But to someone who actually is doing the work and they have experienced a supernatural encounter, you understand what I'm saying? I guess supernatural, then they know that you are actually moving up in the spirit. You are actually developing habits and the mental capacity to lead, to protect, to serve, to not go in a state of flight, fight or flight. You have to be very poised, very reserved. You have to be very aware of what's going on within you and within the people that you around. It's almost like the level of studying is a lifelong journey. You understand what I'm saying? It's not like you just wake up one day after you just learn something and now you can feel everything going on around you. No, I'm 24. It's probably people that's older than me who have way broader sense than me. People younger than me who have a way broader sense. It just depends on actually how much time you spend developing your awareness. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the way to get out of God's way, because you don't have to go anywhere. Your environment doesn't make the situation. You feel me? You have a choice in every environment to change the way you perceive it. You feel me? So it's just that powerful of a situation in your own mind that sometimes we perceive things as a hindrance, right? But we are not able to perceive the solution, which no problem comes without a solution, right? So if you can see the problem, you can see the solution. Unless the problem is so big, you understand what I'm saying? It's like, you get what I'm trying to do. Like, the problem is so big, you feel me? Boom. No solution. It is no solution. Just problem. But if you trust in God or whatever, like I said, whatever y'all want to believe in, have y'all get y'all truth or y'all message right. If the problem becomes so big, come on, come on. So I'm really talking right now in your face, right? But the problem is so big, you can't see what I'm saying. Right? Some people, it's the ears. Some people can hear every word, but they have not developed their sense of understanding, right? So it just sounds like gibberish. Their perspective is very broad. You understand what I'm saying? They have a very broad perspective. You could be saying anything about anything about anything. They're not narrowing their focus down to practice listening as and listening, not as in hearing what people are saying, as in listening, as in sounds never stop. Silence doesn't exist. You feel me? Like, show me silence. You know, I tell y'all to show me a lot of stuff, right? I always tell y'all to show me something new. Show me silence. Take me outside and show me there's no wind blowing. I can't hear no wind. I can't hear nothing. Can't hear nothing. No insects. I can't hear no low rumbling sounds. I can't hear flies, wasps, bees. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Nothing by definition does not exist. Right? So, with that being said, get back on track. Fear of missing out, you feel me? Reprobate mind, like I say. A lot of times we have come into a reprobate mind, right? So we trying to reach out to God, but we have become so disconnected from God that even if God hears us, because God always can hear us, right? Even if God hears our prayers or whatever, they might not reach where they're supposed to reach because we don't have the right heart posture. We're not sitting from a correct place. You feel me? So reprobate mind. If you feel like your prayer is not being answered, you feel like you've been asking God for the same thing over and over again, and nothing's happened. That's why you have to listen and you have to see, because it's gonna look like nothing is happening, and it will sound all the same until it doesn't. I can't really explain that part, but one day you're just gonna hear stuff different. The more you listen, this is what I learned this morning, and I'm gonna leave y'all with this, right? This is what I learned this morning. Dude said basically why silence is so important. So a lot of times we got a lot of chatter going on, right? A lot of chatter, a lot of ideas, a lot of thoughts, a lot of randomness in our mind, right? That we pay attention to versus paying attention to just simple stuff, the truth, right? We can just let that flow. But it's a lot of chatter in our mind. So the importance of silence, right? Before I let y'all go, the importance of silence is this. Imagine this is how you explain it. So imagine you going hunting, right? You go hunting, you go fishing or whatever. Only way you can hear or aware of what's going on around you is if you be quiet, right? Because nature is going to continue to nature. So when you go in nature and you wait and you be quiet, everything that's moving, you gonna hear it. Anything that go across your line of sight, you will see it. Your reflexes will be very sharp because When you silence yourself, everything around you gets louder, right? Our senses work together. So I stopped listening to a lot of rap music, right? I listen to myself, so I'm very aware of who I am right now. Like I might not be the perfect, like I say, I might not be the person who everybody need to be listening to, but I'm so aware of myself right now because I fully embody being who I am, right? That I understand that it's so much chatter going on in my head that when I get silence, I'm quick to go figure something to do. You feel me? No, bruh. Let God flex for you. Get out, God. Wait. But that's all for today. Thank you. Follow me on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. At Tribe of Thunder, question mark. I am love. But with that being said, y'all have a great one. Have a good Sunday. Enjoy your week. And may peace and blessings come your way.